weight. Come on, drop the weight today. Come on. I surrender. Come on, baby. Let's drop it today. Come on, you need to drop it today. You need to drop it, drop it, drop it. I surrender. Drop it. There's weight. Drop it. Come on. I surrender all. Yeah. To thee, my blessed Savior, I everybody to be touched. Lay your hands on the shoulder of the person that's on your row and tell them, today you can drop it. Come on, why don't you do it? Come on, come on. Go down till you touch everybody on your row. Come on. Come on, tell them, tell them, tell them, tell them. Come on, tell them. Come on, you can drop it today. Come on. That's it, Savior. Lift your hands, everybody. Lift your hands. Unusual anointing in this place today. We're going home. We're going home. I promise you. Don't give up on me now. But there's an encounter God wants you to have. God wants to do something that you cannot do for yourself. You've been carrying those weights, but it's your time to drop the weight that you've been carrying so that you can fly. So that you can mount up with wings as eagles. So that you can run and not be weary. So that you can walk and not faint. Today is your day to receive breakthrough. I want you, if you want God to do something for you, we subscribe to a faith that says that even before we ask, it's already done. I want you to lift your hands and say, thank you for doing it. Lift your hands. You don't have to compromise with anything you want God to do. God has shown you too much for you to settle now. Whatever it is you want God to do, you stand on what you want God to do. Whether you make it verbal or you keep it in your heart, you don't have to compromise with what God has spoken in your heart. Because whatever he said, the words of the Lord are yea and in him amen. Hallelujah. My friend, lift your hands in the back right here. Yeah, you. Yes, you. Yes, ma'am. Let me tell you this. This word was for you today. It's about 3 things in your life right now that you've been carrying that you need to drop. At least one of them is physical. I think the other 2 is emotional. God told me to tell you today, this is your day to drop it. You're from Wilson, right? On your way back to Wilson, you just need to start dropping stuff. Because some stuff you came here with, you're not going back home with. Let me tell you something. Something that I know. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Come on. And you don't have to endure. That's the word that came to my spirit. Suffering that God didn't put on you.
Amen. My God. Come on.
Just to prove that you're a nice lady. Because the people that really know you your heart. This is a season for shifting and moving for you. For some reason, I see you moving out of Wilson. I see a career path shifting for you. He told me to tell you that the wait and the suffering is over. You were not created to suffer in worship. I don't know what that means, but you were not created to suffer in worship. Get ready. There's a move. There's a shift coming. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Something. It's time for you to take it out of your head and put it on paper. Hallelujah. Understand what I mean? Out of your head. You have everything you need to do what you do. You have the connections, you have the ability, you have the favor. You got more favor than you think you do. And I was begging God to let you come to the altar. But I know how it is sometimes. Because there's a weight that you've been carrying since about 12. God said He's going to free you of that weight. And if the folk that are mad at you now, and you don't have what you're going to have, oh, wait till they get a load of you. God said that the weight is being lifted. Oh, hey, God, I thank you. Agape, God told me, He says, son, I'm changing you. I'm changing everything around you. I'm changing you. You will remain the same, but you will be a changed version of who I created. I'm putting you through a metamorphosis because I got to prepare your mind, your body, and your spirit for growth. He said, for years you prophesied and you talked about growing church and being a larger ministry and having a larger building. He said, but Thursday was my sign to you that what I'm going to do for you is going to be done through favor. See, what some of y'all don't understand is we went to one bank and we got adamantly denied. And there was no bank that would give us a loan for the house. We had already started painting. Am I telling the truth? We had already started fixing up the house. We were ready to go. We thought we had it. We walked into the bank together. The lady told us, y'all look good. And y'all be able to get this. And called us back the next day and said, I'm sorry. And I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in years. And I called him on the phone and I said, I need your help. He said, what do you need, Real? He don't even go to church no more. I said, I need a loan to buy a house. How much you want? I told him, he said, woo, Real. So I want it. I got to get my wife out of this house. It's time for God to reward her for her faithfulness. This house ain't about me. This house is about her. Come on, and I did everything I could. And God says, I'm going to do it for you. I can't let somebody know in here today, you've been trying everything you could.
Yes.
But God said, I'm going to do it for you. There's some stuff in this season that I can't endure that I endured in seasons before. I'm changing. I ain't mean, but I'm just changing. I'm shifting. There's some stuff I can't put up. You know, there are people who like to play games with my heart. And, you know, I tell them I love them and I do everything for them. And then they run away and they don't give me the benefit of having at least a closing conversation. Because that's their way of getting back for something that I don't know happened. God is shifting me. And we're just going to grow and go. Count the days. We're coming out of this building. And I decree and declare that all of you who have been faithful, I hear keys and they go, oh, I hear keys in the atmosphere. I'm going to raise the offering now. All the tithes get ready. My wife's going to help me raise the offering. I had this plan that I was going to do, but God wanted me to do something else. I brought 2 packs of pens, what I thought was pens, and we were going to sign the mortgage together, and we were going to hold the pens. We were going to give them all out to people that are connected to us as a sign that God is getting ready to cause you to sign some contracts. Well, when I pulled the pens out of the package, they were mechanical pencils. So I couldn't sign a mortgage with mechanical pencils. But today,